host to round 2 of the MotoGP World Championship, and that's a Algarve International Circuit here in Portugal, one of the most thrilling. The blue touch paper was well and truly lit on the short race. Racing here in Portimao with a sprint race, a huge wheelie from Enea Bastianini from the front row, and look at Miller scythe his way through.
Just looks like he's been riding that bike forever, really, and didn't look too...
At Portimao, at turn 13, the flat top of a hill, and here comes Mark.
This weekend he's looked like a different rider. The KTM works round here. He says he's
made a big lunge there underneath. He was coming.
Miller got that rocket start, and then everybody behind him was too aggressive into turn 1, and that's created a...
He felt he didn't have the pace here today. Oh, there was contact there with the turn 12 and takes third place.
That was brave. Tyre, and that's why we've seen a lot of crashes this weekend.
I think it's a worry for the rest as Bagnaia cut back. But a couple of moments already for Miller. You were saying it's not bumps now.
A little bit of time, and now that's just concertinaed everybody back up together.
Race across the line for the first time, 11 to go. It's Miller from Bagnaia, Vinales, Marquez. That is great.
She is Ducati, the new 2024 Ducati, according to everybody.
He's on the Ducati, he's got the weapon, and now he's got the world champion in his... Here we go.
Yeah.
That is Marquez now on Miller at turn 11.
Yeah.
That's what he can do from the front back in Qatar, and he's got there now. This was another...
Now.
It's a shame for Rins, started 11th and had a decent first lap. Here we go, big lunge from Maverick. Maverick's up for it today. He's up for it.
Trying to steal his ride for next year, so he's having none of it.
Yeah, and Martin in turn as Bagnaia takes over at the front. Fastest rider on circuit is Marc Marquez. Martin, a huge for the championship, second in the series, and Brad Bin of that pack there. And it's only going to be risky manoeuvres. Look, Zarco was top Honda back in Qatar, but at turn 5, so yellow flag out there in the second sector of Pedro Acosta.
Yep, just 19 years old, sat there back.
Martin was thinking about going through on Miller, so Miller drops to 4th. Martin to stay in front of people. He doesn't quite have the pace by the looks of things, but you can bet one thing, he's not...
Hey, what a ride from Francesco Bagnaia yet again yesterday.
And it's that corner entry phase that they say on the 23
zones. The problem with this Ducati, if he rides like that, the bike does zone there, Marks does, but the problem is it's the way he grabs that front brake. Oh, he's going to go up,
he's
down.
He's going to pick the bike up. That was where, yes, the Aprilia's got away well.
Really well.
For once.
Yeah, they got away well, and, well...
Were that connected? I don't think so. Binder was ahead of Didge himself. After the race in Qatar, I need to be it.
But he let the brake off and he just kept it clean enough. Great move there from Hull.
So difference of opinion for Quartararo on the Yamaha. He's running
7 laps to go.
The one thing for Martin is he said he's not that comfortable.
He will definitely want to pass Mark, and he'll be looking forward.
That will come naturally, and it's worked over the last 2 years, which is why he's a back, and this is why. He said after the race win in Qatar, I worked
the majority of the time, but he's slowly worked on his race setting and
won in 3 years, Maverick Vinales, since he was on the Yamaha. Bailed, jumped ship.
He can just avoid getting past by hugging.
We're at half race distance. It was 6 down, 6 to go.
Yeah, there's probably 100 metres that's flat. The rest of it is...
Just see from some of these camera angles when you get the different cameras just how...
And you want to keep your eye on. King of the sprints. Can he put a...
He's got a similar pace to Martin.
Yeah.
Actually, Vinales quicker than Bantam lap back in Qatar. Knew, actually, however much he's the king of the road, isn't it? As he dropped down there, and look at Vinales eating up the ground.
Incredible.
On Bagnaia at the front. This is not done. This is a bit like the race last year.
Yeah.
Remember?
He closed in. You could see him close the gap slightly.
And he is. It's in those fast corners. Like get a message from race direction.
That was impressive.
The team.
Vinales 2-3 laps off, but he knows he can keep a constant pace. If he sees that gap...
For Miller in 5th, the Bastianini in 6th, all of them personal best laps.
Not close enough to have it go into 5. Like I said, that is the issue with this track. There's maybe...
Rhythm at the moment, and Martin's, well, he's out all guns blazing, and he's shipped that year to switch to Aprilia. So Jorge Martin's just putting a 30 at the Portuguese Grand Prix. We have got a cracking finish. It's Vinales versus Martin. Who is going to blink first with 3?
With Maverick Vinales, who's leading? He gets in his own head. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of these 3. I can't see Bagnaia
because if he were to win this one, would take over the lead in the champion.
Lost all those places.
And now the hunger between the 3 at the front.
I mean, that's the zone that he's fantastic in. He's the king of the list.
He's at the front. Gigi Dall'Igna, he is the brains behind this. They're at the front. And he's gone wide.
It's gone wide.
He has. I said there was a wobble. It's a bit like the race last year.
Yeah.
If you remember, Bagnaia against Vinales last season in Moto. Martin will get the power of the Ducati, the grunt out of the corner.
At that point, if you're Jorge Martin, he pulls away.
And then dropping back down to 14, you can see the different lines as Jorge Martin made up time on Vinales through turn 12.
So between the curbs and the tracks, we've seen some strange crashes. You've got to be aware.
Vinales hangs on. Martin wants this one.
Yeah.
But down into turn 5.
Oh, he was close. He was close.
Yep. Vinales on the 12 leads 89. Jorge Martin, the Aprilia versus the Promax Ducati. Is there a chance down into turn 1 to go? 0.6 of a second from Vinales to Jorge Martin.
People saying he's going to be out of a job next year. He's not good enough.
Martin's not comfortable, and Vinales at the moment has a run to the line. Unless, is he going to have a go? What's Marc Marquez thinking here now? He is definitely sat.
But at the moment, look how good this man's riding. Maverick taking these beautiful.
Be happy to pick up the pieces.
Absolutely.
If these two collided.
You are so right. Normally in this
Spanish 1-2-3 in this Portuguese Grand Prix, but loses out to the Ducati. He's on the initial punch off the corners.
Yeah.
It's tightened up because Maverick Vinales is through the final corner, and he's going to do it on Browning Day for their pick. They picked Maverick Vinales up when Martin, but Bagnaia is under pressure from Miller and Bastianini, and nerves for him and Mark's girlfriend Gemma. A little bit dirty, but Marquez has taken second place.
A little bit. More defensive. You can attack basically.
And Jorge Martin's having a few Yamaha, and then here on the Aprilia in Portugal. Race in Portugal. Marc Marquez does it in his second sprint race on